All right, welcome to Hat Trick episode 10. Man, you know, we have a really special guest on tonight. Do you know?
Oh, I do know. But do you know?
Oh, I don't think you guys know. We have Robert Downey Jr.
Round of applause for Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
Robert? That was his cue.
Where is he? Is he not?
Robert?
Hey, can we just can we just send Robert Downey Jr. in? Oh. Oh shit. So Mike,
What?
the agents got back to us, and apparently Tim Hortons coffee and a pack of Timbits just doesn't cut it for getting him on the show.
That prick.
Like that's a Canadian.
It's a Canadian welcome.
That's
all
a
right?
Canadian welcome, and you're gonna disapprove that and not show up on our show, Robert Downey Jr. I can't believe
All
it.
right, wait, Leo. Okay, we didn't have Timbits for him, but we did have a donut. Okay.
Boston cream. We had assortment. We had Boston cream.
Yes.
What's that other spiral glorious?
Old-fashioned glaze.
Oh my god.
Honey cooler.
Yeah.
Robert, you missed out.
Oh.
The reason why we're gonna have Robert Downey Jr. on,
Donuts.
all kinds of donuts, is because we're celebrating 10 episodes, and with Marvel's films celebrating 10 years,
We thought it would be kind of cool. Let's
be a good cross promo, right?
Yeah,
10 episodes, 10 years, same thing,
Yeah.
same achievement.
We did what, 10 weeks, and they've done 10 years.
Honestly, I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference at all.
It's
commitment, exactly.
Find yourself someone as someone as committed as me and Michael.
But not as committed as Robert Downey Jr. All right, so before we get into it, I just want to give a special shout out to somebody who's very loyal to us, Leo. I don't know if you know about this, but we have my cousin Richard Nacarado, who's a great listener, listens to every episode, comments. He's like to me the other day, he's like, yeah, I heard about Leo's cousins coming from Italy in the episode. He said that a couple of times. I'm like,
nice.
My man, he's a listener. He's a true listener.
That's nice. I should give a special shout out too to a bunch of my friends. Louisa.
Okay.
Louisa. She's a makeup artist. I don't want to say her last name. Keep her a little bit more confidential. But actually, well, she goes by a bunch of last names. But Louisa.
Was she
Diaz.
Beyonce?
No, she's a good friend of mine. I worked with her on a bunch of films, and she's been listening to every single podcast. She listens to the last episode.
Nice.
And hold on, let me see what she.
You're gonna find out her name on Instagram. You don't remember her name on?
No, I know what her name was,
you
but
bastard.
no, she wrote to me. She was saying she wants to hear me sing, and
oh really?
Yeah, and she listened to the episode 8 actually.
Yeah.
No, episode 9. No, episode 9. No, episode 9. We talked about talents and stuff like that. So she was like right onto it and just listening to about she's like, oh, I want to hear you sing and whatnot. And I'm like, I don't know if you do, but shout out to Louisa. You're awesome. You're great. You listen to every single podcast, and it means a lot to me.
And we have a bunch of fans. Like we have Arson, we have Lisa, we just want to thank you, honestly, guys, on our Instagram, Hat Trick Podcast, either on Twitter, Trick Podcast, Mike Dinac, or Leo DeLeo, or D_Leo.
D_DI_LEO. Yeah.
Let us know what you think about the podcast, and we really appreciate you guys being fans. And we couldn't have gotten 10 episodes without you guys, I don't think. And we hope to expand and hopefully make it a better podcast and better and better.
Yeah. So we're 10 episodes in, and now to another 10,000 more.
Exactly. And with that, we're gonna get to our first topic.
Let's do it, bro.
I think I go first, right?
Yeah. I won last time, so
I'm not looking this time.
It's all on you. I know.
I'm looking directly into your eyes.
Oh fuck. The seduction.
Episode 9.
You fucking jealous, Lisa? I hope you get jealous.
That's right. I hope she is. Oh, okay.
What's this?
Do you think that online dating is better than in-person dating?
Yes and no. That's a yes or no question.
Yes or no for what?
Convenience? Yes.
Online dating is better?
Yeah, I mean, it for me, because I've pretty much only gone out with people like through online dating, with a couple scenarios where it's just been in person.
Sure.
Or it's weird, like.
Sorry, I should have actually prefaced the. I think you got actually onto the point, but what I meant was like Tinder dating
Mhm.
or Bumble versus, let's just say, asking somebody out in person,
Um,
or whether you know them like through a friend or something like that.
yeah, like it's weird. I mean, most of my, I guess, like long-term relationships were kind of from meeting someone in person
Okay.
or meeting through like a person, like, right.
Sure.
But then a lot of my, like, I guess, like, whatever, just like I like online dating because it's more convenient towards my schedule, because I'm always
Makes
just
sense.
just
Yeah,
bouncing
makes sense.
around.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of time to actually just go out in person.
Sure.
So for that aspect, inconvenience. But then afterwards, you're just communicating through text for like a good period of time. And I hate, the older I get, the more I kind of just dislike texting, because there's so much context that gets lost than
Yeah,
just
for
speaking
sure.
like, face to face, right? And then you're pretty much just riling up until you actually, it's like, oh, I like the words this person is assembling on a screen. And then afterwards, you can actually just meet up in person. And then afterwards, you can make a final or fair judgment. Like, oh, this is the context that this person's talking at, right?
Yes.
Because up until that point, you're kind of making this preface thing like, oh, this is how they're toning it. This is what their voice sounds like, I guess, unless you actually hear it.
And you can also like somebody more or less in person versus online, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a possibility.
Because people have different like personalities when they're texting and when they're just talking in person.
Exactly.
Some people, like, they have a fair bit of like, okay, like the way they talk in person is the way they text.
Sure.
But then some people are just completely different. Like, some people are super bubbly, then you talk to them in person and it's like deadpan.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Vice versa.
Some people text like pretty deadpan. But yeah, it's weird. Each comes with their pros and cons. As someone that's been in the game,
in the game. It's not like a drug dealer or something like that.
For someone that's been in the game for quite some time, I just prefer, I guess, online dating compared just over in person, just because of just convenience.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
But
I know what you mean. I mean, Leo, you have to reveal something to the listeners. I don't think you actually revealed this at all. We talked about Tinder. We talked about other kind of dating for worst first date.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like asking girls out in person.
It's not like I don't ask.
You're not spontaneous. Like
I'm not.
me.
I'm not spontaneous. I'm like Batman.
What the? How are you Batman?
I'm mysterious.
Oh God.
And then I need a game plan. And like my thing is like, okay, this is what this person's about. I can see that, right?
Yeah.
And then I can go, and you know what, Batman.
But your eyes can be deceiving though.
What do you mean?
That's
okay. Listen, let me explain.
Right,
I'm like the Batman of online dating. So it's just like you go, you look at what their situation is. You know, Batman's on his computer and some shit like, the Joker. He's making his way into Arkham Asylum or whatever. And then afterwards, you're like, I gotta infiltrate this thing, whatever, and try to get him. And anyways, you get the person's profile, you look at them, and you're like, okay, I could probably approach it from this angle. And like, right?
Yeah.
I'm really good at keeping conversation going. But yes, I do admit I'm terrible at in-person starting a conversation. I trip over my feet. I'm clumsy. I'm just like a disaster.
Okay, guys, audience, you've heard me through this podcast, through this episodes, all the episodes. I trip over my words, okay? My brain does not catch up with my mouth sometimes. Yeah. So, if I literally can do that, when I was single, I asked out random women in person.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a woman that I liked. She looks cool. Either I knew her very little or I thought she was cute. I'd go to them. I would say, hey, I would start a conversation. Eventually, I'd work up to, do you want to go for coffee or can I get your number?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. It never worked. I think I asked out 10 women in total in person, just like by just like going out. And
yeah.
on a daily, not on a daily basis, but, and I got 2 numbers, and both went nowhere.
I mean,
not even a first date.
Oh, that's
So-
kind of unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. I guess depends on the situation. I mean, it's fortunate now because I have Lisa, which I actually met on Bumble, which is I think we talked about on one of the episodes.
Yeah.
But no, but I think it's good to try and do that in person dating. I like that a little bit more. I'm trying to find a partner like that way. It's a little bit more spontaneous, but ultimately too, I mean, it's not necessarily the situation. It's also based on the person that you're with. So I think Lisa's obviously great, and I mean, I think both have their
There's
positives and negatives.
There's pros and cons. I mean, and one of the
But
pros,
generally, in my opinion, generally online dating is a lot worse than in person dating. Generally,
it's a longer road because when you're talking in person, you know, you immediately get that
connection.
do we click moment, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Where online dating, the
Yeah.
trade-off is you have to bridge up until that point where you actually meet in person. It's just like, is this person crazy as hell, or you know, like, and do we click, right?
And
So
you're not gonna find out until you actually meet the person. Because I was talking about with one person. Okay, in your opinion, what's the immediate goal of Tinder when you're talking with the opposite sex or somebody you're attracted to?
I mean, that varies between people because I know some people that I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that have actually gone like solid relationships.
Okay.
Like out of Tinder.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm actually not even.
My
okay,
last
go on,
like
go
my
on.
last relationship was actually like it was formed off of Tinder.
Oh,
actually,
okay.
Yeah.
So what? Okay, so
And-
if you have to think about one goal, what's the one goal of Tinder?
To fucking smash.
That was not where I was expecting this to go.
Oh, what do you mean?
No,
I thought that's exactly where you wanted.
No, that wasn't actually my goal. No,
Oh, no.
My one goal when you're on Tinder is to meet the person.
Oh, so
Because then you figure out.
I'm just gonna back out of this real slow.
just slowly detract away from the mic. No, but like honestly, I think I understand maybe having sex, yeah, maybe going into a relationship, yeah, having one or more so dates for sure. That is probably like the ultimate goal. But however, you're never gonna really find what the person is like till you actually meet them in person. So I think the goal is go on a first date, and then every other thing appears above itself, above Tinder. You know what I mean? Like Tinder's main goal is to meet up.
Yeah.
And then when you
do
meet
with that
the person,
then afterwards you do with that information with what you will. Like here's the files. Do you deliver them or do you just?
You really compare yourself to Batman, don't you?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying, like.
Here are all the files on Joker.
The files.
Here's the weaknesses on Superman.
Commissioner Gordon.
Martian Manhunter.
Yeah,
that's a pretty cool. Actually, I think there's a movie and comic book where
he kills out all of them.
No.
Yeah, there's a thing.
Well, that too, I guess. But there's one where I think somebody gets into his lab and steals a plan. So Batman has all the plans for all the heroes.
Yeah.
One of their weaknesses in case they ever turn bad.
Yeah.
So one of the villains, I forget who, steals them and starts to use them on all the other heroes.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool episode actually.
That's kind of cool.
Pretty cool movie, I mean.
Nice.
And comic book too, apparently, from what I've heard.
If you find the name of the movie, let me know. I'm gonna check it out. I just watched Flashpoint Paradox actually.
Oh,
a couple
nice.
weeks ago. Yeah.
Really? It's
pretty cool.
a great DC movie.
Yeah.
But
to get back on topic.
Because it's really hard to find women who are attracted to nerds. I mean, I guess it's more commonplace now, but still.
Yeah, I know. Granted, that this was the '80s. Like,
oh, we'd be like fucking. We'd be virgins. We'd be virgins till we're like 35. Then we'd have to go to the gym constantly.
Yeah, but that's another thing I think why online dating is so convenient is I can be living my life and the unnatural progression that it is. Okay. And be at the gym at 2 a.m, and then I can make passes at people, just be like, hey, let me just get my word out there, you know, like crank a few reps out of there, and then afterwards, like come back. There's a new message. All right, I'm resting. Have a sip of water.
Okay.
Be like,
have a sip of water.
What do you like to do for fun? and come back and there's another message.
God.
I don't actually make those sounds at the gym. That would be like,
Yeah, you're pretty. You're gonna be that guy.
I sound like a caveman defrosting.
Yeah.
But
Poor guy.
yeah, they both come with the pros and cons.
Yeah.
And one's convenience, one's
Spontaneity.
yeah,
Courage. I know. I was talking about this actually one time in so I was in my PR class, and there was like, I would say 70% of the women were in 70% of the people in that class were women.
Yeah.
So I went up straight, like I had like 15 minutes to think of a topic.
Yeah.
The topic was what's your biggest fear that you overcame, and then I came up and I'm like, this is how I overcame talking to girls, and I talked about the first time I ended up asking a girl. I was at a bar with my friend Vith.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was like really nervous about it. I was like, dude, you know, I can't do this, you know. And he's like, you know, no, you got this. Don't worry about it. So we spent like an hour and a half there. I was talking with him back and forth, and I go up to this woman. She's a oh my God, a waitress.
Okay. Oh, she's a bartender?
No, she wasn't a bartender. She was more of a waitress. And
you fucking...
I know.
Let me tell you something. You know how many times those waitresses have it down to a science.
I know,
like
they get hit on a
Lee
lot, and
of like
rejections. And I feel bad. I really do feel bad for asking them out, because they probably have that a lot, and I didn't want to separate that. So I didn't want them to put them in that awkward situation, and I feel bad for it. However, you don't know until you don't try, right? So I wanted to just, you know, pretty much said it like as nicely and plainly as I can. I'm like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? And she's like, oh, you know, I'm just doing something random. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I was wondering if maybe you'd like to go grab a coffee sometime. And she's like, oh, you know, no, I'm seeing somebody right now, which always fucking happens.
Yeah.
And
everyone's seeing somebody.
Yeah.
Can people just stop seeing each other?
not me and Lisa, though.
Oh, okay. I'm just
No, but anyway, so
yeah.
So I say, okay, all right, no problem, no hard feelings or anything like that. And I'm like, I hope you have a good night. So I walk away. I have a big smile on my face. Vith's like, what happened? Did you say yes? I'm like, no. She said no. He's like, well, why are you smiling then? So I'm like, because I did it. I asked her out. I tried to do it. And I think there's a greater fear of not necessarily asking out women in public, but it's more so getting rejected. So
yes.
So if you can overcome that fear, which I believe I did, yeah, you're fine. You're honestly fine.
Here's what separates you and me. See, I would like, if I was in that scenario, I wouldn't have asked.
Fair.
And this is the reason why. I would just do the science. They'd be like, okay, she's at a bar. Yeah. I would do like the fucking mathematical calculations. Like, what is the ratio from men to women in this bar? All right, let's say the majority of people are men in this thing. Yeah. I mean, how many men have already made a pass at her?
No, for sure, at least like 2 or 3 that night.
What is her daily, like, what's her weekly work schedule? How many times is she in here with other men making passes at her? What is my success rate of asking?
Well, definitely like 1%.
Yeah, 1%. Yeah, and then after, okay, that's at 1% of getting success rate from her.
Yeah,
and then I'm like, okay, judging myself, am I one of the most attractive men in the room? Probably not. So, what is the point of asking?
Yeah, but
and it's like I break down like the numerical science of it.
But you don't know until you don't ask, right?
I know. I know.
You can't if
it's wrong for me to assume.
Yes, it is.
But
also too, somebody might find you more attractive than you think you are.
Yeah, but my thing is like, okay, doing the math, I'm like, logically, is this worth my time, or am I gonna should I just put back this other beer?
But why is it not worth your time? Though?
What?
But why is it not worth your time? You could say like, oh, because I did it.
Then
and you won't have it. I mean, for me, it would bother me if I didn't do it.
For me, I like results. I
know it's a result though. What you're doing is you're having no answer.
Yeah,
so that's not a result. That's NA. It's not applicable.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, okay, like
facts.
I want facts. I want even if there's a possibility.
Yeah.
Like, but when the odds are so goddamn low, I don't play the low odds. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, says differently when you're at the casino.
I know, but that's different. That's we go to the casino to lose money, not to make money.
All right. Well then, all right.
When we go to the bar to drink beer.
Fair. All right. I dig it. All right, man. Well, I'm probably not gonna ever change your mind.
Yeah.
I implore you, Leo, also other people in on here, just try and as respectfully as possible. Maybe just if you're interested in somebody, go up to them. In my opinion.
Or just swipe right.
And if they say no, you know what that means? You know what you have to do next?
What?
Move on.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't keep pestering the person.
No,
or
I'm not.
like
Yeah,
that.
and I just want to get it out there. Like, I'm not saying don't ask people out. I'm just saying like ask people out, but I'm like
fair.
Know the statistics.
Yeah.
Know your surroundings. What?
But your perception of it is also skewed too.
Is it though? Like,
yeah.
Is it?
Because because who says that you're 100% right? It doesn't really matter. I understand where you're coming from.
Especially like if let's say it was just a random chick at a bar.
Yeah.
She's just there with her girls, night out, and you went to go ask. I would probably do the same thing. It's just like, okay, it's fine. But as someone that's
shaking my head because I did this. I tried to do this exact same thing with you when you fucking said no.
No, because there was no end goal. There was no end goal, and that's the thing. There's the end goal. You get the number. What's your end goal? What's the end game?
Oh, God,
you have to have the end game. You gotta.
No, but there doesn't necessarily have to be an end goal. There can be.
Yeah,
there can just be you going up and saying hi, having a good talk.
No, I don't. What the fuck? I don't need more people in my life. I need I need quality, not quantity. So okay, so I
go. But you don't know until you don't ask.
So now I have a conversation with this person.
Yeah.
And then
you don't know what happens.
And then we both go our separate ways. No, the end goal's got to be like, I'm gonna get the number.
Well, you could always ask.
And that person's either like going home or coming home with me.
God damn you.
There's got to be that. That's got to be the fucking main goal.
That's different. I have a different opinion though.
It's just a talk, just sake for talking. I'm like, fuck it. Like I have friends. I'll just go. You know what I mean? It's.
Yeah, but you and I both know that in both of our industries, networking is such an important thing.
It is.
Not and
but with that,
and that's career wise, but it's also in life wise too. Yeah. It's also really good to network in pretty much any job, any life experience. It's good to network.
100%. But with that, there's always the end goal in mind. Like this is gonna lead.
Not exactly.
Yeah, of course
it has. Exactly.
I'm not gonna network with somebody that I'm like, okay, if this person can bring me to this other person or bring me here, that's the point.
You can also have a good feeling. That can be your end goal.
But then what's like, I don't know.
You're thinking about it too much.
No,
you're thinking about it too much.
There should be like you network with somebody because there's potential to go somewhere further. You know what I mean?
That's exactly true. Like if you're like standing in line at McDonald's and somebody's like, "Oh, what should I get? Should I get the Angus burger?" And I'm like, it's not that good, honestly, man. I like the Big Mac. Just stick with the Big Mac. Zach, are you ever gonna see that person ever again? Are you telling me because
that's a different scenario.
No, it's the exact same scenario.
No,
it's the exact same scenario in the sense that like it's literally not gonna go anywhere. It might not go anywhere, but maybe you're like maybe you have a good conversation about it after. You don't know.
But that's a casual thing compared to like a networking.
Well, it can be a casual thing
in a career focused thing. Like it's like, all right, this person knows this person. This person can help me get to here. All right, let's work together.
Leo.
What do you mean? You gotta play the map. You gotta play the game. You gotta all right, how do I get to thing?
I disagree.
I'm on this gig this next week on this on this television show. I can't say anything about it because I'm gonna probably have to send an NDA.
Oh, okay. That's
how?
Cool.
I network with this kid. Not even a kid. He's like my age. But I did a short film with him.
Okay, that's cool.
Like in April.
Yeah.
And then afterwards from there, he forwarded me this contact information of this person that's looking for some help on the production.
Yeah.
And it's like a bit, and then afterwards networked with that person. Then that person sent me over to here,
all right,
and that's
like,
right.
Well,
and then it's just like we out here, we playing the motherfucking game.
All right, we can't undermine the importance of networking in careers, but it's also important in life. Even if it goes nowhere, it's still important to network. All right, Leo?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's important to talk with people. You antisocial fuck.
I'm not antisocial.
All right, let's go for the second topic.
I just don't like. Ugh. I like.
God.
I like driven conversations.
You don't know until you don't try, Leo. That's the whole point. You don't know. You make my brain hurt.
Oh my god.
It's okay. It's okay. I still love you.
I love you too, buddy. Okay. Fuck. I can't.
God, pick us something. All right.
This is for sure either one of mine or Michael's.
No, I think it's mine actually. Because the last one is mine.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Overrated / underrated movie of all time.
Oh, nice. That's the one I just put in today.
No, you did.
Okay. Do you have one? I have two actually.
Want to see me trigger a bunch of people right now? All right. Dark Knight.
Overrated?
Yeah.
How?
It's really good. It's a good movie, but people jerk off. Heath Ledger, God rest his soul, but they jerk him off. They jerk him up. Christopher Nolan, great director, but they jerk off that movie so goddamn much.
Okay. Well, it's a really good movie though.
It is a really good movie, but
Yeah.
the hype of where it of where people put it is just like all right, slow down. It's a comic book movie at the end of the day.
That doesn't mean anything.
It does mean it. To me,
Fuck
it does.
off. No, it doesn't.
Okay, maybe not a good example. Overrated movie. Dark Knight just comes to my head, but
I have one if you wanna think about it a little more.
fucking, you know what's an underrated movie?
Yeah.
iRobot.
How's that underrated?
iRobot is fucking legit. Listen,
Will Smith?
Will Smith, 2004, based off the book, and it's just like, bro,
Yeah.
it's prophesizing what's happening today with AI
It
and
is good,
robots and
yeah.
shit like that, and you know they build
a
a
good movie.
robot. Yeah, and
Some people don't like that movie though.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie.
You
Good
sneezy.
action movie.
Yeah,
It's got a pretty good message for the most part.
it's technology is evil and it will turn against you, and Converse are cool shoes.
And Will Smith is fucking cool too.
Will Smith is cool. Oh, okay, overrated movies. I'll take back the Dark Knight.
All right.
I
I
like
think
that.
it's still a really good movie. I kind of see
I
what
know,
you're saying,
it's
but
fundamentally.
it's still a really good movie.
I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know, it's fundamentally a good movie. It still works out.
Lisa
Even
hates that movie.
if you, well, Lisa's wrong. Lisa hates a lot of.
I know.
She hates a lot of good movies,
I
and I'm
know.
like, she'll come around one day and she'll appreciate movies like Dark Knight and Mother. And
Mother. It's a shot at you, Lisa.
sorry, Lisa, I gotta take the shots where they're due, you know. So it's
Fair.
like-
All right, so
but
overrated.
overrated. Oh God, I don't know.
Okay, I have one. In my opinion, Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro is
You know,
overrated.
I've never seen the entire thing. Like I've seen bits.
You shouldn't have.
I-
don't need to. Honestly, I mean, maybe at the time it was a good movie, but I just think it's so slow.
It just didn't age well. You
It
think?
didn't age well. The ending is so weird. He gets praised for shooting up this like mafia group basically, and he doesn't like get charged or anything like that, and like he like murdered them in cold blood. Like
Yeah.
he basically became a vigilante, but he was like
I gotta.
he was
watch
he was not only a vigilante, but he was like a creepy ass vigilante. So he was like stalking this one girl, too. I think it was Jodie Foster too. Like
Now-
honestly, like it just did not age well. It's poorly paced. The ending is a little cool, but maybe how he turns is cool. His acting is relatively good, but it just awkward. Not a good movie in my opinion.
Okay, I haven't seen it or
Yeah.
all of it to really base an opinion on it.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to get our aficionado Arson and
Oh, God, yeah.
and Amanda because
Movie aficionados might fucking hate me. They might come at me through the
well
microphone.
let me tell you something. Both Amanda and Arson they love Scorsese, so
Oh,
if they're
shit.
listening into this podcast,
okay, all right.
they're probably like, "What the fuck?"
Hey, I love Scorsese too. I love him too. The Departed, Wolf on Wall Street,
Oh, phenomenal!
Casino. He did Casino
Yeah, yeah.
too, right? Casino. He did a lot of great movies.
But just that one, you think it's just like
Okay, Goodfellas is another actually overrated movie too.
Goodfellas?
But it's kind of like in the Dark Knight territory. Like I think it's a good movie, but I don't think it's like as
people
good
just
as,
jerk it off a little bit too
Yeah.
much. Like, yeah, just
Yeah, like if you want to see a good movie, just obviously go see Godfather, and there's other ones. Like there's also I think Donnie Darko, not Donnie Darko, The one with
Brasco.
Brasco, yeah. There's other good mom movies, and in my opinion, Goodfellas is just kind of one of the other good ones.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. It's really hard to think of like an overrated.
Okay. Overrated?
Yeah, like I think there's a lot more underrated movies that just don't get recognition.
Sure.
Overrated movies. Yeah, none are really popping into my head. Just
Okay, well,
it's.
I'll think of an underrated movie.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my underrated movie then, because you said iRobot was your underrated movie.
Yeah, underrated was for my underrated. I don't know. I just personally love that film. People are gonna be like why? I just I don't know. I just love the whole like just concept of it and
Fair.
and stuff like that. But like overrated, it's just weird because the 70s and 60s and all those like that was just a golden period from like the 40s to 70s. There were just advancements in film that were just happening in all these different movies that were coming out were just bringing all these different things, and I don't know if they're like, let's say, overrated or whatnot.
Yeah.
Because they became staples eventually of what modern cinema try to emulate. You know, do you know what I mean?
No, and I get it, and I get like what's it called, like Taxi Driver, that kind of movie. It's like people have done something similar to it now, but my underrated movie of all time, most underrated movie of all time, is a movie called Fanboys. Have you heard this movie before?
Yeah, Fanboys. It's got what's his name? He's from
Jay Baruchel.
Jay Baruchel.
It has Seth Rogen's in it too. What's that?
It's the guy from Balls
Kristen
of Fury.
Bell. Yeah. Kristen Bell is in it. There's a couple of big actors. I think there's one guy from Being Human too. There's another or Human. There's like a sci-fi show or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it takes place in 1999. And
with episode 1, right?
Episode 1, yes, of Star Wars. So they're on their way to see Star Wars Episode 1 and go into the Lucas Ranch and steal the movie, basically, so they can see the movie. Because I don't want to spoil why, but it's really funny because it's Star Wars nerds on this trek to go to Lucas Ranch, and they run into Star Trek nerds. It's so funny, so funny the banter and like the back and forth, like they legit get into fights. And it's so amazing.
Okay.
It's so amazing.
I got to watch that one. I'm surprised you didn't see, because we were talking about this yesterday as your overrated film.
What's another overrated
2001. I thought you didn't like 2001.
Yeah, it's another overrated movie.
Space Odyssey?
Everything is... I love the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about it is pretty cool. Even the way it's shot, like... cinematically, the technology, even though it was shot in the 61 or whatever it was,
like early mid-60s.
They did a really good job. And it holds up in that respect. However, there's fucking 2-minute acid trips and it's like, why do you need this? Why do you need 2 minutes of that? And that happens so multiple times. Like, get to the fucking point, fucking Stanley Kubrick. God damn it.
Why are you getting so angry?
He's putting it down. Next thing he's like, fuck. I gotta put Michael's voice
screaming. Yeah, I had to like drop the fucking entire thing, Michael. God
I'm sorry. But
wait, I know. You think it's overrated?
I think it's overrated. But then again, I mean, if you guys like the movie, it's just a movie. It's just an opinion.
It's all subjective, right?
It's all subjective, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta just say that, because if you don't, the film demons will come after you.
They'll come after me anyway. They'll come after me anyway.
You've already like crucified 2 well-regarded films.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so like,
do you have another overrated one?
Not really. Like, I'm looking at my collection here, and
Star Wars Force Awakens.
That's not an overrated movie in general. It's not, but it's just a shit movie.
Everyone likes that movie.
What?
Everyone likes Star Wars Force Awakens.
Yeah, but it's not like people like it, but it's not like it's like, praise be, thank God that J.J. Abrams made this film. It's an artistic masterpiece. It's garbage. It's episode 4 reskinned. And
okay, that's kind of a hot topic. Like, dude, it's still a really good movie.
They did what EA's done to every other game. Just
reskin it.
Yeah, and then have to make you purchase 1/3 of the game, and then afterwards, hey, do you want the other half of the game? Yeah, all right, here, buy the other 2/3 on DLC. That's what that game
I think
is.
it's a good movie though. Still, you think it's a shit movie. I disagree.
Of course, it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah.
In your opinion, because it's episode 4. Episode 4 has already done that, and because episode 4 has already done that, that's a good movie because
another hot take?
It's the hero's journey, and because episode 7 just copied that, it's a shit movie because it's already been done in the same franchise.
Oh god, people are really gonna hate me for this fucking all these opinions, but for this special opinion,
What?
I'm gonna say it. All right.
All right. What?
Episode 4 is slow.
Well,
A New Hope is slow. The first little bit is like the first hour or whatever. It's so slow. I like it. I still like it, but I'm like, dude, get to like the point, man. You
don't like slow pacing.
No,
movies.
I do like slow paced movies. I do like. I just think if it's for a purpose, and I think it kind of is, but they could tell it in a quicker fashion. And in my opinion,
well, then that's just defeats the purpose of being a slow paced.
What's give me like a slow paced movie, like
Good, the Bad, the Ugly is my.
Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Yeah, that's a good one. There's Annihilation's. No, it's not really slow actually.
Annihilation's pretty. It's pretty evenly paced.
Yeah. There's slow stuff like Breaking Bad is slow. Obviously everybody likes that movie, but a show. I mean, but it's still. I like slow stuff. I just think it has to be for a purpose, and I feel like.
Well, The Godfather is pretty slow.
Exactly, I love The Godfather.
Yeah.
Again, it's everything that pops up in that movie is for a reason.
You ever see Once Upon a Time in the West?
No.
You'll either love that movie or you're gonna want to kill yourself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's so slow. It's like,
what's it about?
It's a Western. Director of is Sergio Leone, so the guy that directed Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Oh, okay.
And this guy, Charles Bronson, you ever heard of Charles Bronson?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
He's on a quest, without revealing too much, to find this man that's been doing a lot of I guess, criminal activity.
Oh, okay.
Right? But you don't know why this guy he's so dead set on finding him. He's just trying to help all these people, but you're like, why is he helping all these people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards, when you watch it, you see the significance of what this person represents in his life, and he's always carrying around like this harmonica.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then watch it. The ending is a huge payoff. You can be like, "Oh shit!"
That's cool. Okay,
but it's a pretty like lengthy movie. But everything that it's one of those films like it shows you something. You're like, "All right, why am I being shown this? Why am I being shown this?" And afterwards, it just ties a knot like really tightly at the end.
So what I'm basically saying, guys, is. Episode 7 is a better version of episode 4.
No,
no, I'm just joking. I'm joking about that. But
I'm gonna fucking gouge my eyes out. Episode. No,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Like episode 4 is way better. But
Kylo Ren is the worst villain I've ever seen. In a while.
Oh my god,
he's so bad.
Your hot take might be even worse than mine. He's a really good villain.
He's so bad.
I like him.
Rest in peace, Bennington, Chester Bennington, because he's like a fucking 12-year-old kid listening to Linkin Park, like, oh, I'm so angry at the world, I want to just make him suffer, and then
but that's what Anakin and Mark Hamill was. That's what Luke. Have you seen the movies?
Has he not watched?
They're both whiny assholes.
Has he not watched episode 6? Fucking like Anakin came back around. He's like, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong.
After 6 movies.
Yeah.
After 6 movies.
You would think like this guy. Like, did no one tell? Like, like this kid. Like, hey, like Uncle Luke when he had to fuck up his dad. He's like, at the end, he's just like, yo, man, I'm wrong, son. I feel like being a good guy again. You're like, good job, Dad. You made your amends, and you died. They never told Kylo whatever that's what happened. He's like, no, I gotta continue what my grandfather did. I'm like, bitch, your grandfather fucking cut out, and he's like, this is wrong, and now you want to like stupid. He's like a rebellious teenager.
Nah.
His lightsaber's cool.
That's what Anakin and Luke were, though. They were both rebellious teenagers. That's the whole point.
So what are you saying? Is it just like a fucking parallel episode 4? No new material? It's just like, you know what I mean? It's the same. It's the same shit. There's no like, of course.
I think he's actually, in my opinion, one of the interesting characters, along with Ray and
Oh no, man.
and I also like Finn too.
I like Finn a lot.
And I like
I think Finn has the most interesting story.
Yeah.
Out of that whole
he
two
does
episodes.
he does and they and in all fairness they very underserve him.
Yeah. Ray is boring as fuck. I'm
I don't think
like
she's boring as fuck.
she's such a boring protagonist. I'm like in the first in 7 I'm like, okay, I'll give you credit, like whatever,
Yeah.
we don't know too much about her. But after Last Jedi, I'm like can we have some like understanding? And then Finn, they just underserved him because
Yeah.
they gave him that other chick or whatever, Rose. But like in episode 7, I thought it was gonna be his story, and I'm like,
It looks like
is,
it was gonna be a story.
I'm like, this is
yeah.
gonna be so sick. This guy that was a stormtrooper, he's like a nobody.
Yeah.
He's a storm, like it is a clone, whatever stormtrooper, like right. He's goes from a bad, like part of a bad organization to good, and you know he's gonna fight against like the power, and I'm like, that's a cool story. I want to see what. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like these supernatural beings like that have the force and whatever. It's like this guy that was a nobody becomes a somebody.
Yeah, that's cool.
And they're like, nah, we're not gonna do any of that. We're gonna just shove it onto Ray.
Ray, Anakin, Luke, they're all nobodies who started to be somebody.
Yeah, but like by episode 5, like Luke was already like he was doing stuff. Ray is just like fucking chilling. I'm like, can you do shit? Can you do shit?
I like
she's
her,
so
but
overpowered. She's so
think-
overpowered. There's no flaws. There's no flaws other than she's just like, well, who are my parents? Where are my parents?
I know.
Well,
They screwed her up. They screwed her. I still like her, but they screwed up her story arc really badly.
And I'm just
in my
like,
opinion.
and I'm like, listen, like maybe it's a time to realize that having too many characters is not a good thing.
Although I like the Kylo Ren and her like kind of bantering back and forth. And I think they have a good story arc together.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like, there's just too many characters. There's just too many like plot lines going on, and no one gives a shit about.
Yeah,
like,
that's kind of true.
Yeah, cool. Poe Dameron, cool. Like
He's okay.
He's
I
a
like
cool
Oscar
side character.
Isaac.
Yeah, he's a cool side character.
Yeah.
But put him off to the side. Rose, put her way off to the side.
I like as Asian representation, but maybe
I like her as Asian
I think
representation too.
they should tighten up her character more.
It's just like she like and I've said this multiple times and time again. She adds nothing to the movie. And I know she got a lot of backlash, and I'm sorry. I feel for her that way. Like, she shouldn't have that backlash.
She shouldn't have people like
and if people
like that.
Yeah, exactly. But if people are gonna like take out their frustration, take it on the writers and the people on the producers that are writing her in
and the execs.
She's just playing her character. She didn't do anything wrong.
She played it well for what it is.
Yeah. She literally got handed cold, and she's like, all right, I guess I gotta make something out of this.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm like, kudos for her to like jumping in and doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, her character did like fuck all.
Exactly.
And that's the heated discussion of why episode 7 is trash compared to episode 4.
So I think we figured out your most overrated movie then.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go on to the third topic then. Okay, so I'm gonna not
going
look
off the fucking rails, Michael.
God, people are really gonna hate us now.
I know. I think this is like the second time we've actually gone off the rails on Star Wars because it's just it's such an angry it's such an angering experience. That's one of yours. I think.
Okay, it's another movie question. I think we should just redo it. I think I'm gonna check in the hat again.
Mulligan.
Just because let's spice it up a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna pick this one. All right, we're unwrapping this. Opinion on hunting? What's your opinion on hunting?
I don't know. It just came to my head one day.
I don't like it.
Really?
No, I don't like it.
Oh man, I want to get my hunting license so bad.
Why?
What? Cause man, it's so like, I mean, my dad used to hunt.
Yeah.
We used to have a hunting dog and stuff like that.
Hunting dog?
We used to have a hunting dog
when
really? I was a kid. Up until I think it was like 5 or whatever. We had.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a German short hair pointer, and so those dogs, like my dad used to go like geese hunting and stuff like that.
Okay.
So the geese would be up in the air, you just fucking shoot it down. Geese would land somewhere in the field, and the dog would just be like, "All right, go get him." And then after the dog would go, like find him. You know, he does that pose where like the nose is like pointing at the thing, tails like say there's tall grass, you just see the tail shoot up through the grass, and it's like this motherfucker's right here. And then afterwards, and then and you just train and you just find the geese or whatever. I think that would be kind of cool to do, like, but like cool like hunting, not for like sport, like all right, fucking you kill this thing and like that's it. Like no, like you learn like kill the animal, you learn how to like butcher it and stuff like that, and you know, and you eat what you catch, you know, circle of life. Yeah. Like like imagine you're just out there and you just see like this big ass moose and you're just like, okay, hold on, gotta put that Steady Aim Pro on.
God damn, what is this, Call of Duty?
And then you take the shot.
God, no, I mean, I don't know. I don't like the idea of hunting. I don't like the idea of it for shooting animals or. I mean, I eat meat. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I do, and I understand it for the fact maybe of like providing for your family and that kind of thing, and I do understand that. That then I can understand why people hunt. So in that case, then that's fine. Now, people who do it for sport, I really disagree with. I really don't like doing that. Like
just for shits and giggles.
Shits and giggles, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do it for shits and giggles.
Also, people who hunt generally like to compare sizes, literally, as in, they like to compare. Oh, I shot a 64-inch buck, and like, no, I shot a like a, you know,
I don't, I don't want to be like, yeah. For me, it's just like I want to get my hunting license. That way, at least like it's like, man, I want deer meat next weekend, and you just like and if I can just track that fucker down and just you can load up the thing and.
Man, this is no. I mean,
I know you're like fucking torn. Like no,
I don't like it. I mean, it's just my opinion, I suppose. But I don't like the idea of it. People who do it, that's fine. But just
you can't bring yourself to taking the life of.
You know what I don't like about hunting?
What's up?
The macho-ness of it.
Well, I mean, it depends on
how. Oh, it makes you macho. Oh my god, and also, I mean, women have guns and they also hunt too.
Well, I mean, it depends on the crowd you're going with. Yeah, some people that do that are just dumb as. What the fuck was that? Did you see that?
Yeah, it was like shadow thing.
I was just like, oh man, like yeah, there's a shadow that just passed by the windows, and I'm like, this is it.
Is it apocalypse?
But yeah, no, the people that make it like super like, yeah, I got one of those big ass bucks, and I just fucking.
Yeah, it's
shot him down. Like, nah, man, I'm just trying to like me. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just trying to eat. I'm just like that's my thing of it. Like, I want a nice, deer meat. Yeah, and like like stew.
Stew is nice. I think I've had deer stew. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So lie. Bitch. Like.
But I'm not gonna ask somebody to shoot it for me, or I'm not gonna order it. They already did it.
So in the future, Michael, when I invite you over to my house, and I'd be like, Mike, I got deer stew. And you'd be like, oh, nice. Thank you. That's so nice. And I'd be like, yeah. I shot it. Do you want seconds? And afterwards I go to the garage and there's a fucking deer there. Just
you see Michael chopping it. Gotta save this for later.
Yeah, this is fucking great. Get the plastic containers to bring home. I mean, I don't know.
It is. I love stew, so I like kind of stew, to be honest. But
so you like hunting without the commitment?
Not exactly.
Yeah,
no, I like hunting with. I don't like hunting. If it's for purposes of feeding your family, then I understand it.
So you would say if someone lives in a primarily rural community, and they hunt, it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
But if someone lives in an urban community and they go hunt, it's not fine.
Unless you're feeding people.
So let's say there's a food basics or some sort of grocery store beside my house, and I'm like, it's just not cutting it, man. Literally. And then I decide to go up north and unload a few rounds into.
That's your prerogative.
Like that scene from like Predator, the guy with the machine gun.
Oh yeah.
Just so I could just go into that local woods and just.
What are we shooting at? I don't know. Just keep shooting. Just keep fucking shooting.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
That is, I guess that's all we have to say about it, pretty much, right?
I mean, I guess so.
One final thing?
You're kind of just like, it's either you like it or you don't. It's kind of, you know. I mean, I want to get my license eventually.
Yeah.
And
I know PETA. I know along with the moviegoer aficionados gonna bust down our door. Probably PETA might bust down our door too.
Yeah, so it's like, why are you doing that?
And they might be more aggressive than. They're most likely will be more aggressive than,
like,
than moviegoers.
Don't kill the animals. I'm like, bruh, listen, things need to happen that way. Why do you think humans are at the top of the food chain?
Oh, we're doing such a great thing to the planet, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay,
listen.
Fantastic.
It was either us or them. I chose us.
Not exactly.
Bruh.
Stop saying bruh for the first off.
Bruh, listen.
God damn you.
Listen. The only reason humans had like a little bit of a head start is because of these.
Opposable thumbs?
Yeah, thumbs. To grab shit. Because imagine we just like out of all the, let me give you a little bit of a biology lesson. Out of all the mammals out there, like humans grow the slowest out of any kind of mammal out there. 18 years to get to fully like fully grown, right? Compared to, let's say, like wolves, which is like 2-3 years or whatever, and all these different animals in the fucking wilderness, man. Like we had to like, if we didn't have these, we'd be fucked.
Opposable thumbs?
Yeah. Because, you know, like people try to, I don't know where I'm going with this topic, but I'm just saying, like, we had to kill animals to at least to get to the point where we are today, that we're sitting across from each other talking about killing animals and having the microphones and shit like that.
Fair.
And it's all because of these guys right here, these thumbs.
They do great when we play video games too.
Yeah, they do great. Yeah, and, you know, and we had to hold the spears and shit like that and all that stuff and make sure the saber-toothed tigers and all that shit just, like, you grab your spear and like, fuck off, get out of here, you animal.
God.
So listen, if PETA, you're listening to this podcast, you can hold my primitive nuts.
You know, they're for ethical treatment of animals, but they will fucking kill us.
Yeah, basically.
They will fucking skin us
alive. Yeah,
alive.
that's why ethical treatment of animals.
Animals, yeah. Even though, but I'm a mammal.
They're just grabbing you by the head, like it's. They're just like.
They slit our throat. God damn, man. They'd kill us.
Yeah.
Kill us. All right, man. We should move on before we piss them off too much. Onto the lightning round. All right.
All right, but first.
All right.
Okay. Start the music.
You just waited for me to say something. I just want to say, like, when are you gonna start? All right, I think you should go first.
All right. Hopefully I didn't peek on that one. I feel like I peeked. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, this is it. Lightning round question for Michael.
Okay.
Okay, Michael.
Yep.
You're a parent. This is in the future. This takes place in the future.
Wow. Okay.
What would you do, Michael? Honestly.
Oh God.
Your kid came to you one day and said, "Dad, I have to confess something." And you can see like they're holding back tears, and you know, and they're kind of like worried of what you would like your answer would be, right? And they said, "Dad, I have to confess something." They're holding back tears, and you're like, "What? What do you have to confess?" And they're like, "I'm a Boston Bruins fan."
Get out. Unpack his shit for him. Honestly, it would crush me. I'd be like, God, I'm so feeling prepared. I made you a Boston Bruin fan. God damn it.
It's like, I was going to debate between saying that or Montreal Canadiens, but I'm like,
I think Boston, I hate more now.
You hate Boston more?
I hate Boston more now. Yeah. 2013, we lost in Game 7. We were up 4-1.
Yeah, and even the last playoffs.
We gave up a 1-goal lead heading into the third period.
Yeah.
Man, I would just be like, you know when you said you wouldn't hit your kids?
Yeah.
I would consider it.
At this point, it's at that point. You're supporting a team that I don't approve of. Exactly. That's when you consider just laying So you just when you like do like check them across the boards. You can just pull their shirt over their fucking head and just beat on them. Like 2 minutes in the box.
But honestly, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't hit them. But no, I mean, it's actually kind of a good topic because there's training camp coming up for the NHL, and so San Jose, they got Erik Karlsson. Like he's like one of the best defensemen of all time.
Yes.
And
I know who Erik Karlsson is.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
and
cool
Toronto, Tampa, and Boston are in the same division, so they're all considered by some insiders Stanley Cup contenders.
Okay.
I hope fucking Toronto wipes the floor with them. Boston sucks, okay? Boston, they Bergeron, Rask, Chara, you suck. You suck. I hope Tavares, Kadri, Matthews runs through you. I hope they score. I hope every game that you guys are in against the Leafs ends 7-2. And we get embarrassed in 4 games in round 1 of playoffs. All right, let's move on to the lightning round question.
No, but I want you to answer. So, like, what would you tell your kid? Would you get them diagnosed?
I would just be like, first I'll check his head. I'm like, are you okay? Like, do you have a fever or what's going on?
Would you be like, you'd be like, you're not my kid. Your wife, like, you'd be like, you ask your wife.
Dolores! Did you do this?
Yeah.
Who did you sleep with?
You ask your wife if it's like, are they cheating with somebody? This isn't my child. And then she just reveals like this whole conspiracy. It's just like, it was just one time when you were away, and then you slept with like some dude, and you just see like the picture of him. He's just wearing like a fucking Boston Bruins jersey and shit. Like,
where is he?
It's a fucking like. And then you're tracking down some dude in fucking Boston.
I would just, I'd track him down. I'd wear like a jacket,
but like,
I'd be like, do you know Dolores Mitchell? It's like, yeah, I think I had sex with her about 18 years ago. Slowly slip her down the jacket. Reveal my Leaf jersey. You're in for it now, bitch.
I knew something was wrong when her first words were Chara.
I thought he was just screwed up in the head or something like that.
Yeah, just like say Dada, Chara.
All right, that's a pretty good question. I like it. All right, so you said this actually earlier, so I'm really actually curious. Louisa want you to sing. So for your lightning round question, what's one song you would sing in front of 1,000 people? So you have a live band behind you.
Oh man.
Yeah. Basically, like, I just come up to you right behind stage, and I'm like, you could sing right now, any song. 1,000 people are in the crowd. What song do you sing?
And I have to know how to sing this, or just any song.
There's like, okay, there's like lyrics. So if you like, in case if you're a little nervous, like it's like kind of like karaoke, but there's a live band.
Oh fuck! Don't Stop Me Now, Queen.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like maybe Bohemian Rhapsody. No, fuck it. Don't Stop Me Now is a fucking banger.
Nice.
Or Stone Cold Crazy.
Queen?
Yeah.
Oh really?
Queen songs like 1,000 people.
Nice.
Like almost like, man, maybe do something like rock or something like that.
Yeah.
Nah, man, like Queen.
Nice.
Like those are like the stadium bangers. Stone Cold Crazy.
That's awesome. So, can you give us a taste for Louisa?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can't sing.
Come on,
man.
you can do that. You can do the chorus. Come on, Don't Stop Me Now.
No, I can't. I'm nervous, Michael. I can't sing.
Don't
stop me now. Don't stop me, cause I'm having a good time. I gotta take the lower octave because I can't. Like, Freddie's like all the way up there.
I know. What a fantastic singer Freddie Mercury is.
Like I wouldn't be able to sing. I know I can't sing his stuff, but I would be able to sing like, or I like singing Sinatra stuff in the car because he's got more of a like a crooner voice and whatever. Unless I can but like it's more at least in my range. But yeah,
fair enough. Well, I mean, I dig that.
Or fucking Master of Puppets, just.
Master of Puppets, I'm pulling your strings.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
you have to bring out the guitar in that case too.
Oh man, I mean, I can sing decently with the guitar if I'm holding a chord because I could just match my voice to the chord. But on my own, oh my god, I can't. That's why I wish I could sing as a talent. That's not.
Let's flashback to episode 9. If you guys haven't listened to that,
check that one out.
Yeah.
So that would be that would be my song to sing.
That's cool.
In that order, it'd be like "Don't Stop Me Now,"
Nice.
and "Stone Cold Crazy," and probably like "Master of Puppets."
Nice. I dig it. Good pick. So I know it's your question, but actually, there's the one reason why I brought it up was because I went to this 80s dance with my buddy Nick and Lisa, and so there was this exact situation. Not 1,000 people, maybe like 50 people. We're in a gym, and they have a live band, but they had karaoke. So it was like they had like the lyrics, so you can see what the lyrics were. I dressed up as Marty McFly. I had like the vest. Everything.
Did you do Power of Love?
Dude, that's what I ran up to do. Yeah. I'm like, if they have Power of Love, I'm fucking doing it. Yeah. I'm doing it right now. They didn't have it.
Oh,
they didn't have it. I'm like,
that's a blue balls moment right there.
I know, and that's an 80s song too. It's fucking Huey Lewis and the News. It's like one of the biggest 80s bands.
That's such a good song.
It is a good song. I would just like in
that's the power of love. Yeah.
Honestly, in honor of that, for not me getting the opportunity to do that, I'll do that song if I can
yeah.
One song in front of 1,000 people.
It's such a good song, and it's just
a good song.
like
even I like Back in Time too, and the ending song in Back to the Future too.
Yeah, I can't picture it.
Gotta get back in time.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. I like it. Oh god, people are gonna.
But like the Power of Love is so iconic when it just. I've always wanted to do that thing. Where like, fuck, can we do this afterwards once we finish? I'll hold on to the back of your car with my longboard, eat a longboard, and then I'll just drive up by the, drive down the neighborhood.
God, that's such a bad idea, but it's also a great idea.
We gotta record it, put it as a promo for the next.
Yes, that might be the last thing we're ever gonna do together, but that'll be because one of us might die.
Episode 11. Episode 11, my fucking funeral.
I just in that case, just gotta figure out how to post the episode.
It's all on you,
Mike. It's all on me. It's all on me.
I'll make a soundboard for the next few, just for like future proof all the episodes.
All right.
So it'll be like okay, or you click the button okay, or bruh, or like
God.
It's like or listen here, or all the little stupid things to say, or
I'm just thinking about all things that you would say in that.
All right, lightning round. Start the music. And it's like
all right, that's been Mike and Leo. 95% Mike. 5% Leo.
And then just click the thing.
Fair enough.
That's pretty funny, man.
Do you want to sign us off like you usually do?
Absolutely, buddy. Right. Guys, thank you so much for listening to episode 10 of the Hat Trick Podcast. Monumental episode. We're 10 episodes in, and we love doing this stuff, and we're gonna continue doing it. Man, thank you everyone that's just been supporting us up until this point, and hopefully we get a couple new listeners on the next few hundred episodes once we get to that point. But yeah, here's to another 100 more. If you haven't done so, and if you haven't done so yet, you can check us out on Facebook at Hat Trick Podcast with Mike and Leo. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Trick Podcast. Also, check us out on Instagram at Hat Trick Podcast for news and updates on the episodes and stuff like that, and cool, funny videos and all that other fun stuff. On Twitter, you can also check out our personal accounts. If you want to follow Michael, you can follow him at Mike DNAC. That's MikeDNAC. You can follow me too at DeLeo at DI_LEO. Guys, thank you so much. So check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We love you so much. We love you long time.
God damn. We love you long time. And that's been 10 episodes of Hat Trick. Man.
It's
pretty crazy that we got that far, even though it's not that far.
I know, it flew by.
It flew by.
Robert Downey Jr., if you're still with us.
That's right. Honestly, Robert, we would love to have you on. Please come on and don't miss us next time, okay?
I know.
Don't commit to something.
We'll upgrade the Timbit pack from 10 to 24.
That's right. 24. I think they only come in 20.
20? Oh, do they?
Yeah, they're coming in 20.
Fuck, I don't know. Oh, 50. 50.
50.
I feel like we do that.
Nice.
That's a high roller.
Yeah, that's right. No, he'll love it. He'll love it. Honestly, yeah. and instead of like one coffee, we'll get him like the specialty ice cap.
No, the Take 10.
Take 10.
It's like that box.
Okay, that. Oh, yeah.
The box.
Oh, for the coffees?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah. And maybe Robert Downey Jr. You get some promo for your movies. because we know you need that.
Yeah, man.
We know you need that promo.
Marketing team is slacking on,
I know.
On promoting my boy Iron Man, so like gotta I said Iron Man. I was trying to do some sort of like nickname, and then I just jumbled the words in my head and just came out as Iron Man.
It's okay, Robert. This is what you're missing. Okay, you're missing this really quality show with no mistakes whatsoever.
Yeah, guys.
See you later. And I'll talk with you later, Robert Kennedy Jr. Please, come on.
Please, really, come over here. We're so lonely.
All right, see you later, guys.
See ya.